Looks like I've got toothpaste there, but probably not. Anyway, I didn't know if I was going to get anything, but as soon as I come to the country, it's like, it's really funny when people start to like assume they know you and that they've got your character on point, and they can, project all their ideas of who you are without ever having asked you a question. Like some people say, oh, I didn't know you did this. I didn't know you were into nutrition. I didn't know that you like music. Well, why don't you ask? Friends and people that love you meant to sort of inquire and ask questions rather than me be the one to like ask questions all the time, because I'm quite an interested person. If you're in my life, if I value you, I like to keep abreast of what you... Sorry, I don't know why that happened. A little bit early, a little bit naughty, but I quite like to keep abreast of what's going on in people's lives, in my friends' lives, in my soul group's lives, because that's how I show my love. Everybody's got their own way of, interacting or inquiring or asking questions, but if people don't show interest in your life and you call them friends, I don't really know why they're there, to be honest. It's just dead weight, and I think we're all clearing a dead weight at the minute. But basically, yeah, and especially like men. I can't get comfortable. I've got hands in my pants because there's clearly a download. There's this other element of like, when you meet a man, and I'm not anti-men, this is just, a single woman at the moment, like revealing, sharing past interactions, current recent interactions of like men sort of saying, I know your type, like I know, you're this, you're that, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you know me. Well, one, you never met anybody like me, just like I've never met anybody like you, because we're all different. And another thing is, yeah, like, you're this type of woman, you want to be chased. You want to be chased by a man and da-da-da. And, you want to have this boss bitch kind of elevated status. Like, one, I am not about that boss bitch era. Sorry, independent ladies, good for you, do whatever you want. But I'm about balance. I'm about the patriarchy having ruined the sense of masculinity and femininity in both sexes and diminished our internal power and internal balance. And I'm also about equal courtship, partnership. Like, the whole idea is I am traditional, so I would want a man, because I've been very empowered in my past. I can approach men, but I just, these days, like, the run-of-the-mill conversations and things, they don't satisfy me in a way that they did before I knew what I actually wanted and I knew myself. And I look like I'm in a call centre, but these are quite good headphones actually, someone gave them to me. And 323, basically all these assumptions that people make because, they see you as a certain type of woman, I just think it's bullshit. I think we need to be asking the questions out loud and be curious about who we are either wanting to be with or pursuing. I think ultimately no one should chase anybody. I think men naturally have this hunter vibe that they want to be, moving out and seeking out their woman and claiming that. Women want to be claimed. But really, if we're both consciously doing the work, then we meet in the middle of, like, a man would naturally take the leadership, authoritative role because that's the masculine element. But men also have the feminine and be soft and graceful and gracious to accept where the woman is. Sorry, it's a change in season here. So we're moving from sun to grim, which is not my favourite. But with masculine having this soft also element, gracious, to accept where the woman's at. And then women to also meet men in the middle, to be like, wanting to be claimed and courted. But like, who plays games? I've never wanted to play games. I've never played games, even though people assume that I do, because I guess that's part of what the standard dating culture is that we play games, got to keep them hot on their toes. I think the real ones of us are just like, we are able to have adult conversations of like, no, I find you very attractive on an emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical level. I'm drawn to you. And sorry, I'm currently rewatching a bit of Ally Mcbeal, and I'm just getting a flashback to when John Cage continually is like, I'm drawn to you. But anyway, yeah, when we're drawn to each other, is that we are able to have these emotionally mature adult expressions of feelings, affection, emotion, rather than like wanting to be chased, because that's a lack. Like needing to be chased by someone is some weird superiority control thing. Like it's nice to feel wanted, but everybody in that relationship, two people, I don't know why I said everybody, but I guess some people are polyamorous and all that stuff at the minute. But like me in a sort of traditional hetero sort of relationship, we should be coming to that union with equal intention and efforting, you know. And obviously there'll be dynamics and ups and downs in that relationship where someone's going to be going through different things compared to the other person, and be able to be physically or more physically present or more emotionally present than the other one, and blah blah blah, but that all balances out. But for people to go around like assuming that you're this type of woman and like you want to be chased and you're a gold digger, and it's just like, where did we get to this point where, well, I know because it's modern society trying to pit the sexes off against each other. I don't know why this is 646. This is quite long. I don't know why this is coming up, but I think it's maybe just the healing within the collective, the masculine and the feminine, and many unions are coming into play, and union of self really is what the predominant union is, I think, because so many of us have worked on ourselves, are working on ourselves to find balance and harmony in self before we can seek to be in partnership. Because otherwise we can, depending on if we're empath or not, or just lacking purpose or lacking our own sense of identity, we can just get morphed and merged into like Mindy and Mork. I don't know. Mork and Mindy. I don't know why that's coming up. Oh, Robin Williams. Oh, right, okay. We can morph into each other. Sorry, there's lots of channels here. We can morph into each other. And that's never really a good, having been in a relationship, you know, where the lines are blurred and you can take on someone else's stuff. That's never a good outcome in the long term. So, country share. I think I'm disclaiming, anybody that seeks to be chased by someone or their partner, that's some form of insecurity that I think we need to start dealing with, because we should know that once we're with our person and partner, once the foundations are built, the trust, integrity and faith and honesty is set and the boundaries are laid out, like it should just flow. There should be no chasing. There might be more speedy moments with a bit more adventure, and then, you know, just the sort of meandering of life. Oh my God, I've got to go. Sort of 848. Nature's talking right now. Maybe it's Equinox approaching.